Hi, it's Hadia, HadiaLoving.com, and Happy, my pretty girl. She's a girl, and I love her. Today, I want to start with gratitude. I am grateful for the love and support that I get in my life to do my life and to do this work. The topic that I really want to talk about is living life in victimhood or being a victor in your life. Being a victim of your life or a victor. But before that, it's really, really important before you start doing this work of mental, emotional, spiritual, physical awareness and support and evolutionary, to be kind and loving to yourself. Please be kind and loving and gentle to yourself. I really wish someone had said that to me. I started my journey very, very young. But I didn't get that I needed to be tender and gentle and kind. I beat myself up because I started having awareness of how negative I was emotionally and mentally. And it didn't serve me to beat myself up. What serves me now is to be kind and gentle and loving and supportive, and to surround myself with my support system. I have a lot of support systems, especially emotional and mental support system. It's really important before any of us start doing this world of inner world work, of looking at myself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and on a soul level, is to have support. When I started doing this work, I didn't have support, and it crushed me. I got really depressed. And I suffered from depression and suicidal thoughts. It was really, really painful. And I didn't know how to reach out. And then I got my support in place. It's really important. One of my support system is Christina Suter. She's amazing. She's also a business coach, and she helps my life on all levels. And I have co-counselors. I do a thing called reevaluation counseling, and I also believe in 12 steps. I go, we're not supposed to promote, but that's what I do for my life. Al-Anon is amazing. I do, so I get a lot. I have a sponsor. It's important. It's really, really important to get my support in place, because when things happen, I need to reach out for help, and it's important to ask for help. So I want to talk about the mentality of victim, being a victim or a victor of my life. When I learned that, it was a whole revolutionary of feeling empowered and taking ownership of my life. It's really, really, really important to start looking at your inner world and be kind and gentle and loving, and do it one step at a time. I'm kind of a person that just wanted to tackle everything all at once, and I did it. Don't suggest it. Don't do it. So anytime I felt the world is against me, why does this keep happening to me? Boo-hoo. I'm a victim. I'm thinking that the world is victim. And I used to think that way. I used to think I'm not a lucky person. People are against me. The world is against me. God is against me. God hates me. And I grew up in a culture and society, women, I I grew up in a Catholic culture where women are not appreciated. Not cool. So, and now I'm spiritual. I do respect religion. I just don't appreciate what man does with it, and how we hurt each other with religion and separate each other. But that's not my thing. I don't even want to get into that. That's just my thinking. It's not what I preach. So mental health, it's really important to be in a situation, for example, if somebody was physically coming at me close in my face going, "Who the F do you think you are?" And I'm just like, "I don't know." And I would feel so victimized. So that's victim mentality. A victor mentality is saying, okay, how am I contributing to this circumstance? What is it that I'm thinking and feeling? Am I showing up thinking that I'm better than them, or I'm less than, or I'm scared of? I used to be, still am, I'm a reserved, shy person, and people translate my reservedness and shyness as being a snob or stuck up or I don't want to be a part of. No, I'm just actually terrified of people that I don't know. And so I've learned smile. Smile more. A smile is inviting. I remember when I was 12 years old in junior high school. I think they call it second grade now, second school. I don't know. The lady in the cafeteria, she'd be like, "Sweetie, why are you so sad? Why aren't you smiling?" Like, I don't know, there's nothing to smile about. So I always had this serious, sad face. And so I was creating distance, and I didn't know. I wasn't aware of it. I wasn't aware that I was creating distance between me and other people. It's a simple thing as smiling at someone. It invites people in. It's welcoming. So it's being present with, how am I creating my life as a victim or as an empowered victor person in the world? And when I take responsibility, it feels better. It's thinking that the world is not happening to me, it's happening for me. And when I'm doing things that's happening for me, I take it as an opportunity to learn, grow, and uplift. Learning, growth, and upliftment. If something bad, negative, indifferent, I don't appreciate happens, I get to learn from it. And so I don't get to, I could feel like, why are you doing this to me? That's victim. Taking responsibility for my mental health, my emotional health, and my physical and spiritual, and really paying attention to how I react inside of me to circumstances outside of me. If somebody's honking at me, am I upset by it or am I being flattered by it? It could be either way. I don't know. I don't know what the person's intention is. If somebody's cutting me off, am I reacting with anger? Am I like, why is this happening to me? So that's victim. But if I'm thinking, okay, this person is probably in a hurry, and that's fine. It's not about me, and it really isn't. The truth is, all of us, nobody's behavior is about me, only mine. Nobody's reaction to me is about me, even when they're being pleasant to me. Yeah. So settling in and being in the space of choosing to be a victor in my life, taking responsibility for my thoughts, my feelings, and my reactions, and co-creation with myself and others, with people, places, and things. Earlier, David and I were sitting in the sun and talking. I was like, oh, this is nice, but it got hot. So as a victim, I would have sat there and been uncomfortable and agitated, and I would have probably said something snippy to David unconsciously because I needed to move. But as a victor, I was like, David, this is quite hot for me. He's like, yeah, me too. I'm like, let's just move. And we moved. That's being taking responsibility. I know it's a simple example, but it's empowering to take responsibility and have consciousness. Sitting in the sun, being uncomfortable, might not be a big deal for a person. I would not have thought it was a big deal in the past, but it would have made me react in an upset way, subconsciously and sideways, and I would have been angry at David and not said anything. But because I choose to be a victor of my life, I said something. I was like, David, it's getting quite hot. It was nice when we first sat down and for a minute, but it got really hot. And we moved, and now I'm in the shade, and I'm happy and I'm comfortable. And happy is happy and comfortable. Her comfort is important to me as well. So I have to think about her too, because she doesn't have a voice, and I got to protect her. So in closing, what I would say is be gentle and kind with yourself, and notice how you're reacting in your life to people, places, and things. Like if your car is messy, are you going, oh, why is my car messy? That's being a victim. But you're like, oh, my car is messy. I have choices. I can go to the wash car, get it cleaned. I can wash it myself, or I can just be okay with it. That's a victor. Exercising your free will of taking care of yourself from a place of being a victor in your life. Yeah. And be kind to yourself and others. And I want to share one more thing. I wanted to wait till later, but about love. Love is given. And when I work with people, I tell them I love you because I do love them. Love is inside of us, but we forget because we focus on people's negative behavior and our negative behavior. When somebody I love and care about violates me, I know one thing for sure: I do love them. I just don't appreciate their behavior. And I say that to people. And that's also stepping into being a victor in my life, not a victim. A friend of mine who I adore and love, we had a thing, and she started getting upset and agitated. And I was like, okay, I want you to know that we love each other, right? And that's the most important thing. I did do something that was hurtful, and I am apologizing for it. So own my stuff. Victim is, well, I didn't do that, being defensive. I don't know what you're talking about. And forgetting that I love and care about the people that I love and care about. And just focusing on the negativity. That's being, you did this to me. No, it's like, yeah, I understand why you're upset and I apologize. And let's focus on how we can heal and connect and stay connected with this painful circumstances that's happening between us, in connection and in loving. I don't know. What else do you think, David? I don't know what else to say about that.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Oh, right. I wanted to say that in the beginning too, and I forgot. Can we put this in the beginning? Okay. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for giving me thumbs up. Thank you for supporting my life and bounty and mission of sharing my life experiences and my journey and my work. My life work is important to me, and I appreciate you for supporting it. And I hope that you receive deeper connection with yourself and others.